How does half PPR change fantasy football draft strategy? If you are stepping into a half-point per reception league, you might be wondering how this scoring format impacts your draft strategy. Half PPR scoring awards 0.5 points for each reception a player makes. This setup blends elements of standard scoring and full point per reception leagues. Understanding this can help you make smarter choices during your draft. In half PPR leagues, running backs who catch passes gain more value than in standard leagues. Traditional running backs who mainly relying on rushing yards and touchdowns still hold their worth. However, pass-catching running backs become more important, though not as much as in full PPR leagues. This means you should consider targeting running backs who can contribute both in rushing and receiving. When it comes to wide receivers and tight ends, players who catch many passes are more valuable than in standard leagues. The half point per reception boosts their worth, but the gap between high reception players and those who focus on yardage is smaller than in full PPR. This means you want to prioritize elite receivers and tight ends who consistently see high target volumes. Quarterbacks do not see much change in value with half PPR scoring. Since receptions do not affect their scoring, their value remains stable. However, if your league has a superflex format or other unique rules, quarterback value might rise independently of reception scoring. Draft positioning is another key factor. In half PPR leagues, you will often want to prioritize reliable pass catchers earlier than you would in standard leagues. Still, it is wise to grab a top running back who scores touchdowns early on. Balancing receiving backs with high-target receivers is essential, rather than focusing solely on one type of player. Player selection becomes crucial in this format. Target volume is an important metric, but the half point per reception means that players who catch many short passes receive some reward. This can lead you to favor players who combine yardage with receptions instead of just reception specialists. Overall, half PPR scoring creates a middle ground where pass-catching ability matters but does not dominate player value. Your draft strategy should adjust by moderately favoring versatile running backs and high-target receivers while still valuing touchdown scorers. This results in a more balanced approach compared to either standard or full PPR leagues.